Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. I am Daulat Tellerswala, principal at Rehan School Online Academy and Rehan AI Teacher Institute. So आज हमारे साथ इंद्रजीत सिंह हैं जो कि दिल्ली इंडिया से हैं और इनका लास्ट जो एक्सपीरियंस है यूज्ड कार बिजनेस में और नाउ ही वांट टू गेट इनटू इमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजीज एंड आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस। सो उसमें से इन्होंने मुझे बताया कि ये इरफान मलिक को भी काफ़ी फॉलो कर चुके हैं और उनके बारे में काफ़ी उनकी लाइफ स्टोरी से इंस्पायर हैं और उनसे इनकी बात भी है कि ये किस तरह से इस फील्ड में खुद को कॉप अप कर सकते हैं, इसमें आ सकते हैं। और उसके साथ साथ सर रेहान ने मुझे इनसे कनेक्ट करवाया था, तो आज हमारी जो इंटरव्यू है वो होने जा रही है कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं वो भी हम इन्हें गाइड करेंगे। और लेकिन उससे पहले मेरे कुछ सवालात हैं इनके जो यूज्ड कार बिजनेसेस के हवाले से। इन्होंने मुझे बताया कि कैपिटल इंटेंसिव बिजनेस हो चुका है ये, और
Right.
दूसरा कि स्टार्टअप फंडिंग जो इंडिया के अंदर आई है बहुत इजीली जो फंडिंग मिल रही है उसकी वजह से भी जो है ना जो ऑलरेडी जो बिजनेसेस हैं जो यूज्ड कार के बिजनेसेस कर रहे हैं उनको ज़्यादा चैलेंजेस फेस आ रहे हैं। लेकिन इन्होंने ये भी बताया कि ये फर्स्ट मूवर थे, उसकी वजह से 4-5 साल जो फर्स्ट मूवर को बेनिफिट होता है वो भी ये ले सके। लेकिन जैसे ही वो हनीमून पीरियड कह सकता हूँ मैं इसे कि वो ख़त्म होता है तो फिर आपके सामने नए नए जो है आपके प्लेयर सामने आते हैं तो आपको चैलेंजेस ज़रूर आते हैं। इन्होंने कहा कि मैं वैसे टेक्नोलॉजी सेवी हूँ लेकिन ये खुद को अब समझते हैं कि ये उस तरह से इन नहीं हो पाए, तो ये चाहते हैं कि मज़ीद से मज़ीद उस तरह से इन हो। और एक बात इन्होंने कही कि ये ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इंस्पायर हैं प्रैक्टिकली जो वर्क ये रेहान फाउंडेशन की तरफ से और रेहान स्कूल सिस्टम की तरफ से देख रहे हैं
Hmm.
ऑन ग्राउंड। बिल्कुल छोटे छोटे बच्चे 9 साल 10 साल 12 साल 15 साल किस तरह से वो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस टूल्स का इस्तेमाल करते हुए खुद भी सीख रहे हैं, दूसरों को भी सिखा रहे हैं, प्लस में अपनी कम्युनिकेशन को बेहतर कर रहे हैं, अपने सोशल नेटवर्क को बिल्ड कर रहे हैं, अपनी सोशल प्रोफाइल्स को बिल्ड कर रहे हैं। So he is very inspired from this system, and he want to know more about this. So we are going to welcome Harpreet Singh. Thank you so much. My first question from you: where were you? Who were surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
Uh, Basically, my search for learning. My I am very curious in learning. I am always open for new technologies and what is happening because growth mindset है. हमेशा सीखने के लिए हंगरी रहता हूँ. How to go to the next level now, to next level. So that brought me to the internet, and that brought me to the world of technology. Actually, world of technology was very unfamiliar to me, maybe I would say a year and a half before. When I started exploring the world of technology, I could see there is a huge potential, and I have actually missed. I have missed the bus. Maybe I am late into the technology. Although I'm fortunate enough because I was occupied and I was busy and I was doing whatever best I could do in my business. But although if I had got this kind of guidance earlier, maybe 5-10 years before, I would have done wonders in this domain, because this is the booming industry and the sunrise industry. And actually, this industry is in boom since last 20 years, I would say.
Please continue.
What else specifically, if you want to know much something in detail, or something specific you want to talk about, sir?
Yeah, my question was that where were you basically, and what
Okay.
inspired you to do used car business, and what inspired you do now to start emerging technologies and artificial intelligence like things.
As I mentioned earlier, that the car business, the car industry, uh, I joined my family business in early 90s, in 1990s. My elder brothers and my father, they were already in the business. So after graduating, after completing my formal education, I did my bachelor's in humanities from a very good school in Delhi, and eventually I joined the business to learn the business technicals. uh, we did well. We were doing well that time. The car industry was upcoming, and it was booming, and we participated well. Then eventually I switched to my own venture. That I came out from my family business and did my own setup with my own outlet, with the association of my partner, and we started our own business. The same business I continued, but I now I started by my own, and I was running the business with the help of some core team. I did that business. I got opportunity in 1998 to travel across US. I traveled in Canada. I traveled in Europe. I explored things at very early age. I would say back then I was 23 years. Then I kept on doing. My focus was on uh, promoting my own self and my own business. Eventually, I got married at the age of 27 in 2002. I kept on putting my energy in the business. After putting so much of energy and putting 20 years of time and energy in my business, now eventually, as earlier mentioned, that things have changed. Now I have to switch over because my I shared that my child, he is growing up. He's of 16 years. I have to give exposure to him as well, and even I am not very much satisfied, where I cannot find growth perspective in my business anymore. And I would love to transit or take a transition in technology field, where you can explore and learn new things. I remember this quote: Either you are growing or you are dying." So I want to be in the first part, growth part. I'm ready to learn and ready to explore things.
Okay, so my second question from you, Harpreet ji, how has Rehan School's approach to AI education and innovation influenced your decision to dive into technology and more research about this system?
Rehan School of Technology, I have gone through some videos online. I don't know much about it. What I found is it's a different kind of approach, a practical approach. You are trying to catch young children and give them the exposure, and practically you are practically giving them exposure to connect with the world through technology. And your Rehan sir, they have a wide experience in this field, and they know, they can foresee the future. Maybe they he is well equipped and well versed and well connected. So his main focus, I could relate with his idea actually. So that is what it inspired me, that this is a very practical approach. All through the years, what we have been in the academic school, or academically what we have been taught all these years, is putting more pressure on the theory part, whereas the theory part is equally important. I don't deny that. But in the changing times, and the world is rapidly changing, we need to put more emphasis on the practical part, which is connecting with the people, networking, and showcasing our skills, and eventually growing up in those areas.
Thank you so much for brief explaining about our system and how you experienced. So my third question related to your experience, and that is, what challenges you have faced as a small business owner, and how do you think they will help you in the tech space?
Small business owners face different kind of challenges depending on the different kind of phase of the industry. If you are in the early stage of the industry, that stage, any Tom, Dick, and Harry can make money. That is not difficult because the industry is booming. So you don't need to focus more on quality. But eventually, when the industry is on the plateau, then you have to then only quality matters, then services matters, then you have to face competition, then you have to uh, you have to advertise well, you have to uh, catch hold of the team, you have to provide value. And sometimes the value you are providing and in return what you are getting is not enough, then only you uh, come to that point that now I am exhausted. A sense of exhaustion comes, and once you start feeling that, then it's a time to pivot. Then it's time to maybe switch over or change fields, or maybe look into what is most happening in the world, and where the world is going, and where new opportunities to grow and earn big is there. So I'm just trying to explore that field in technologies.
Thank you so much. Okay, so my second question, third question from you is related to the capital intensive. The used car
Sure.
business is known to be a capital intensive. Okay,
Right.
now from just I listen from you. How do you manage the financial demand in this sector?
uh, till today I am trying to manage from my own funds, because we don't use public funds or maybe partner funds. We manage our funds, but the turnaround is actually a big challenge today, because today consumer has wide range, they have big options. To bring the consumer to your desk and convert it to a sale, it's a big challenge for us, because there are so many options left for the consumer on the table at any price. So uh, when you realize that you are minuscule and you are facing a big robot, then it's no point fighting with the robot. Then
Yeah.
the smart move would be that you should pivot. You should follow the robot, but you should not fight with the robot. Anyway, the technology and the other, when you are facing big giants, it, it is a smarter move. Than you should follow that trend if you can, or maybe pivot to some other place where you can find more value to be delivered, or where you can showcase your skills.
Okay, mostly I saw the big giants. Mostly they are bleeding and they are not profitable business. So, what your
that that that
take on that? Why they are doing these practices? Mostly in India, and I see
Yes, you are
in
very much
US
right.
also.
Yes, you are very much right. Actually, this whole startup culture has a different point of view. They have a different approach. They first of all, they don't believe, or they have a different kind of mindset. They are not trying to earn from the consumer. They are trying to earn from the investor. This is the whole scenario. First, they because at that and that point comes because they are more accessible to the liquidity internationally. Flow of funds last 10 years, which we emerging countries we have seen, is much higher, because in developed countries they have very low, uh, I would say, avenues to park their funds or their funds to grow rapidly. In India, maybe we have a debt rate of maybe 7 to 8%. If you park your funds in the bank, you get 7 to 8% annually. As compared to US, it was pre-COVID. I'm talking about. It was only hardly 1%. annually. There was a big arbitrage. So they have no other choice to come to the emerging developing nations to explore, to get big returns on their money and their investments. That was the main reason that they came to fund these startups and the culture. What made them play the game, the startup founders and the startup people, they made a hollow business. Hollow business means the purpose of the business is to make money, to bring value to the consumer, and equally value to the investor. If if the value to the consumer is there, but the value to the investor is not there, that is why they are not profitable. They are, in the hindsight, they are assuring the investors that they will be profitable. Out of 100, 95% of the startups are not profitable, and they are running in huge losses because they have a bigger capacity and they have a bigger funding, and they can bear big losses, and they have a bigger vision, and they don't have other options. They are they are in I would say, they have this kind of uh, uh, vision, maybe, that earlier what they have experienced, that sometimes some startups are multifold. You can name something like Zerodha, if you are familiar with. Zerodha is a discount broker startup, and they are bootstrapped. They are not funded, but their latest profitability was record high. Record high, like they are earning around 8,000 crores as a annual revenue, and they are profitable since last 10 years. Though there is, I can't find so many example like this, but yes, this is the I would say time for the co-founders. They are taking the investors for a ride, and investors are fine with that. So this kind of ecosystem is prevailing. in that
So
in that
in the
in that ecosystem, the existing market players are badly affected.
so how this will take into the profitable businesses for the small player,
I
how they
don't know.
can
They
survive.
will. I cannot see profitability in many businesses because already they are in existence since last 8-10 years. And if the business is not profitable for 8-10 years, how can they be profitable in another 10 years? Because they have funded, because they have uh, easy money, I would say, or maybe cheap money. They are running the show, and the most part is enjoyed by the employees and the promoters, or I would say the startup founder. What they are doing is they are trying to put a cap on the other investor. They are trying to rotate the investors. One investor exists, then the another one comes with on a higher valuation, and this routine is going on. It will end somewhere. I don't know. Maybe when the international liquidity will get squeezed up sometime, it will maybe end or it will come down. This boom is not going to continue for long.
Yeah, absolutely. I am also saying this. This whole I think billeting system is going to end up on my behalf, because in the Karachi we have a venture, quick commerce. I am not remembering this name. I think
Mhm.
quick commerce business, and they liquidate and they fail because of the investor circle.
Mhm.
I think
I understand.
mostly.
I, this is actually the normal practices. Normally it is happening, and it has become a new normal for them. So it is not nothing new. People who are in the industry, they can very well relate with the whole system. But ultimately, what we have been learned from the scratch, that unless you provide good value to the consumer, and it is valuable to the contributor, we are the contributor in my business, right? Consumer is the person who is buying. I am the car dealer, I am contributing to the industry. If I am not profitable, how long I can sustain? I have a limit. So
Absolutely.
sustainability has to be there in any business. Maybe sometimes some businesses take a little more time to click, but sometimes it may not click ever.
Yeah, thanks so much. So here is my another question. With heavy startup funding coming to startup community and automotive and tech sector, how has this affected to your businesses and in your network people's businesses?
As I already mentioned, because of the uh, more availability to the consumer has more options. If he wants to buy one car, he has 1,000 cars to choose from. He has to buy one car, but he the availability of cars is 1,000. So anyway, there is a gap between demand and supply. There is more of supply and then the demand. So that gap has to come down. Unless that gap comes down, we cannot survive. And we cannot we have come to that kind of level that we cannot go down from certain kind of sustainable margins. That margin, it depends upon the turnaround time. Turnaround means once I buy the car, I have to I have invested money. I have to invest on the marketing. I have to invest on the uh, overall I have to add value to the car. And then I have to invest on my team, sales team, accounts team, and there is a cost of funding, and that all piles up to the cost of the car, and cost of the car goes up, and it takes 2 months, 3 months, maybe 5 months, maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year sometimes to turn around that to bring that cash back to myself. After selling only I can get that cash turnaround. So that turnaround has been slowed down because there is so much of there are so many dealers to provide and sell cars. There are very few customers to buy cars.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have much experience about this car business.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you question from this type because I want to learn about
Mhm,
these things, what
mhm,
is going on in Indian market.
mhm,
So now I have a last question from for you. Then you can ask whatever the question you have. My
mhm.
last question is, how was your experience with me and whatever we just talked? So you can tell me so I can improve myself. My audience can learn from you.
I think you were very prompt in responding my WhatsApp messages, and you were very eager to take interviews, and you were very eager to connect with me, to understand something about me, and you were very keen on helping me. This is the best part which I appreciated about your team and the whole Rehanwala school, because once I tried to approach Rehanwala on WhatsApp, I could get so many messages in return to get me on the call to share my experience or to come for the interview. You are the first person actually I'm giving this maybe a interview. I would say this is a meeting, online meeting, I would say. So overall experience is fine, but what I want to learn more about is how can I learn more about the artificial intelligence and the practical part, what you are teaching. As Rehan sir suggested me to join the boot camp, I was more curious about to learn about that.
Yeah. So actually, our school vision is to create and nurture these kids to become a future leaders, and they can solve our first local problems of Pakistan. They can select
Hmm.
in level 2. We have 8 levels. In level 1, we only make friendship. We only make friendship these kids with artificial
Hmm.
intelligence tools and
Hmm.
social media platforms and
Hmm.
uh, the network that we have, and how they
Hmm.
can outreach strangers to
Hmm.
connect with them and learn with them, and how they can work with them.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
how we are doing right now. Okay,
Hmm.
so आवर स्कूल विजन बेसिकली इज़ दैट कि जो ये बच्चे हैं इनको हम नर्चर करें फ्रॉम 5th ग्रेड टू 12th ग्रेड, और ये बच्चे जो हैं किसी भी एक प्रॉब्लम को सेलेक्ट करें, वाट एवर द प्रॉब्लम वी हैव इन आर सराउंडिंग, जस्ट लाइक फॉरेस्ट प्रॉब्लम, वाटर प्रॉब्लम,
Hmm.
cleaning problem. So we want these kids to take initiative and commit themselves that we are going to solve this problem by following our process, our 8 level process, how they can solve this problem and build a startup at least $1 million with partnership of school system. And in level 2 we preach them to learn freelancing and online earning system, so they can earn their pocket money, so they can get into the bigger vision. These
Great.
are the small introduction our system.
Hmm.
So if you want to ask something else, then yeah, I'm ready to answer.
Sure, I just want to understand about the boot camp. Actually, Rehan sir, he insisted upon that I should join some kind of a boot camp for 2 months where I can learn and upskill and get a exposure that what you are doing overall.
Yeah, so we had 2 months boot camp, and this is the book we made, AI teachers training
Got
boot
it?
camp.
Okay.
Okay, this is a
Actually,
two
what I was,
two month
I okay. Please go ahead. Yeah, sure.
2 month 5 days a week, 2 hour a day session.
Hmm.
I will send you the PDF part of this book, and
Okay.
in this book we are actually teaching the teachers or aspiring teachers how they can
Hmm.
use artificial intelligence tools to
Hmm.
become more efficient, productive, to learn things themselves also, and how they can teach their kids by using these tools, not on their own, by using these tools, how they can learn. Basically, we are teaching how to learn with the help of these AI tools and with the help of human networking. So, in this 2 month, you are going to use AI tools just like we are right now recommending to practice with Chat GPT, voice bot, and written form. And also, we are recommending our kids to experience with Gemini and 3 4 other tools we have like Wepi and Call and Suno.ai, and one or two are other channels we have. So we also we try to teach our kids and adults like you to first get into this 2 month boot camp and experience of how as a consumer you can use these tools to become a more productive in your learning journey, and if you want to teach other ones, so how you can use these tools to better your communication skills, your social network skills, whatever you want to learn, how you can. So these are the things we are teaching in this 2 month boot camp.
uh, what would be the practical part? How can I be helpful by taking this boot camp? Like, what would be my course of practical exposure? How would I use the artificial tools, artificial intelligence tools? Do I need to get into a technical part in deep, or maybe what benefit would I get from this?
Okay, in first step, we are not recommending quality from our students.
Okay.
Elsewhere, they are adult or our kids. We just get them into these tools to use these tools, so they can familiar with the tools. So in the first row, we have a task, a story post. How they can create story post, how
Hmm.
they can create story post with the help of ChatGPT.
Hmm.
How they can ask right question at the right time at the right situation with these AI tools to solve their problem. How
Hmm.
they can generate images with same
Hmm.
intent of the story. So these are
Hmm.
the things we are doing, and we also uh, use ChatGPT and Suno.ai and other voice overing tools. How they can use these tools to make a, faceless video and Suno and song. Okay, once they are start using these tools, they slowly they will gradually improve themselves to use these tools, how they can get benefit more and more. So these are the things. We have a lot of other things also. So I will send you this PDF book, so I think you will get much more about this bootcamp.
Can I get
Hello.
some kind of link? Can I get some kind of link to the videos where your children are taking interviews? Because I could not find so many interviews on online. So
Yeah, you can join our trial classes if you want. Then you can
okay,
take decision you want to join us on a regular basis or not.
because in the morning itself, I was just listening to Allah Wala sir to taking interview with the Dr. Aman Tufail. Are you aware of him?
No,
Dr.
not.
Amar, okay, you must not be knowing it. Aman Tufail, he has done a big work in the field of artificial intelligence, data science, and machine learning. And he is based in basically, he is operating from Germany, but he is from Pakistan. He is from Faisalabad.
Okay.
Rehan sir has many videos with him. He's very much famous with the Python ka chilla and Python chilla of AI that he
Yes.
tries to uh, teach. Basically, that's a teaching forum or teaching platform on YouTube, and he's teaching in detail about the technology. He himself is a PhD in data science and artificial intelligence. So I was just going through his interview in the morning, where Rehan sir was insisting upon that what we have a bigger vision, that to bring and make children capable to hit the target of earning $100,000 annually. For that, you are your whole vision visionary target is that. For
No,
that, you are
our main visionary target is to nurture these kids to become a leader in the one particular specific field, and they can solve at least 1 billion people's problem and make themselves $1 billion. And these are our main target. This
yes.
earning is the are not a main destination.
I
These are the
understand.
only is a, small milestone in that journey.
I I understand. In the process of learning, earning will follow.
Yeah,
Earning will follow because unless you earn, you cannot continue with the bandwagon. You cannot continue with the project. You cannot continue with anything. You have to start
that's
earning at the early stage
yeah,
because
that's why we included this part
right,
in our
right.
curriculum.
So, Daulat sir, tell me, guide me. How can I get associated with you, or maybe get value from, and what best way I can learn from you, sir?
I recommend you please start taking our trial classes first, and
Acha.
once you start taking our trial classes, you will know that how the whole process going on in our system. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
then you can ask question in the row also, whatever
Hmm.
the question you have and will coming in your mind. So
Hmm.
this is recommendation from you, from
Hmm.
me to you. So
Hmm.
if you have another question, because I cannot, uh, first step is to experience yourself on your
Hmm.
own
Hmm.
self.
Hmm. 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 I got your point. I understand what you're trying to say. Uh, all right. I think this is the best conversation I think we can do. Or maybe if I have some other questions, I can always contact you on your WhatsApp and come back for another meeting, maybe.
Okay, thanks so much. Thanks so much for your valuable time and the wonderful, amazing conversation.
One more question before ending. This live streaming would be recorded?
Uh, this will be recorded on my YouTube channel. Recorded session available on my YouTube channel and my Facebook profile.
Oh, okay. So anybody and everybody can view this.
Yes, this is public.
This is public. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All
Thanks
right.
so much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.